Welcome back to Studio F. We're on Fast Times Willy B. We will be reviewing The Godfather Part III. I'm not going to say the rest. Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds.
Stinky.
Welcome back to Fast Times Willy B. I'm Willy B. I've got Brennan with me. Brennan, you ready for this?
Unfortunately.
All right, so today we'll be talking about The Godfather Part III, which Brennan and I have opinions that I feel like I see mixed reviews on this, but I see a lot of positive reviews. So this might be a different take on The Godfather Part III, but
When I see negative reviews, I think it is mainly our issues with it.
yeah,
So I think that's like the general...
if you can get past that, yeah.
Yes.
So, we've got Francis Ford Coppola back in the chair, directing this thing. That's not the issue with this movie by any means. We've got Al Pacino. We've got Diane Keaton. We've got Sofia Coppola with a little nepotism going on. We've got Andy Garcia as Vincent Mancini, who becomes Vincent Corleone. We got Joe Mantegna. I don't know exactly how it's pronounced, but it sounded like that when we looked it up. But a familiar face from Law and Order, and then obviously he's Fat Tony in The Simpsons, but he plays Joey Zaza in this movie. So we gotta mention him. But we'll start with the good. And this will definitely be the shortest good category we have in this trilogy review. I don't think the direction's the problem at all. I think this movie is very well directed. We'll get into what I dislike. I think it's beautiful. Once again, like the cinematography, don't have any issues. Like it is an easy movie to watch. I mean, you get a lot of Italy, you get a lot of, just big city, grimy, crime-ridden cities. I think we're back in New York, because they give up Vegas, and I think we're back in New York because they have the festival going down the street, and that's where we have our run-in with Joey Zaza. One of our run-ins with Joey Zaza. So, I can get behind all of the cinematography. I can get behind the setting, all of that I'm fine with. I like Al Pacino.
Okay.
Al Pacino was good again.
Al Pacino's always good.
Yeah. So I like Michael Corleone. This movie's kind of, I'm not even going to say kind of, this movie's really sad for his character.
Yeah.
Because he's really just trying to get out of it, man.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
trying to make everything legitimate. And
Vincent has other plans and kind of derails things, and then you get a hit put on him at a meeting by Joey Zaza, which is probably one of my favorite scenes in this movie, is that meeting scene where Joey Zaza stands up and he's like, "You guys all treat me disrespectfully," and then they shoot up the building on helicopters. This movie it's kind of weird for me.
Why is that?
We'll talk about it. What else do I like in the good? I like getting more in depth with his kids because now they're growing up. But I definitely like Anthony more than Mary.
Yeah.
The setting of the play, like that whole scene, like the behind the scenes of the play, I really enjoyed. Like poisoning the one Don with the cannoli, and then you have somebody trying to shoot Michael, and you got his goons, and he waxes through him, and you have the fake like all of that was fun. I enjoyed that. I actually like the ending too.
Yes.
I think the ending is the best part of this movie. Let's just say that.
I do like the ending.
Because I didn't see it coming when I first watched this movie.
No.
I mean, I saw the guy shooting, but losing Mary is not what I saw coming.
No, but it made sense because it's like the death of Michael Corleone, and like that's as his daughter.
Yeah,
and so I think that kills him more than.
And I love like the silent scream.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I just feel it just adds so much more than like if there was the actual sound.
Yeah. So the ending, 2 thumbs up. I do like the ending a lot. It also kills off a character I don't like. That's not why, though. Maybe. What else we got in the good?
I like the movie. Like, it's weird. I like the movie. Like, I like the story. Like, I can get behind that. Like, the cinematography, everything else. I can get behind that.
I even like the religious mix in, and, the sale of, what's the European company he's buying? It's got a weird name.
Kill me on the spot.
I'm sorry. But he's buying a European company that could make him a lot of money. Like, all of that stuff, like, the deals going on there was cool. I do enjoy, like, the Joey Zaza Vincent beef.
Yeah.
But that obviously comes to an end when he puts a hit on Joey Zaza and he's killed at that festival. And that's about midway through the movie. So we kind of lose Joey Zaza and that beef kind of falls off pretty quickly, honestly. Because that's even before the intermission, I'm pretty sure, right? Or there is no intermission in this movie because it was only 2:35. But it was in the first half of the movie. We don't have, because we're mostly in Italy the second half of the movie. But yeah. When Mary's not on the screen, I think the movie is good.
It's a great movie.
I wouldn't say great though. I would say
no. I like without her. Are we cutting to that? We getting. Into
you want to go to the meh or?
I don't think there's any meh. It's
all right, good. We like everything without Mary. Meh. We'll hop to the meh first. What do I have in the meh?
Meh. I could say
pacing.
Yes, I don't think the pacing's terrible. It's the shortest movie.
Feels the longest though,
and it is absolutely the longest.
Yeah.
But
it's not bad. It's because of certain scenes.
Yes.
That put it.
But that
kind of break it up for me.
I would say that is meh for me. It's easily. I mean, it's obviously the shortest, but it's easily the longest.
Another thing I put in the meh is the writing is good at times, but this movie is very, very messy compared to the first two movies.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in these movies.
Yeah.
So I'll put it in the meh because like some of the 100 storylines we're following are cool, but there is a lot going on in this movie.
I feel like they did a lot in the first two, but they made it work.
They did. This one, like, it's just like, I feel like it's all over the place and like some things just don't connect. I mean, you've got the play stuff going on with his son. You've got Mary doing what she's doing. You've got Vincent trying to act like he's on one side to report back from Michael. You got Michael trying to rekindle his flame with Kay. You've got Joey Zaza. You've got all of a sudden diabetes, heart attacks. That I didn't really like those. Those strokes weren't convincing. I love Al Pacino, but I didn't love those. I'd put Connie in the meh. Connie didn't do much for me this movie.
I didn't hate it, but
I don't know. She just kind of irked me in this movie. Her character. I kind of just went on a rant there for a second. I'm sorry.
No.
It's just messy. I'm going to put messy in the meh. Bad.
Bad category?
You want to go bad?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Sophia Coppola.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Incest.
Horrible. Awful.
That's it. That's really my biggest issue with the movie is I think she is terrible. And I can't get past the incest. I don't get it. I don't get why
it's so upsetting because it really kills the movie for me. Like you'll see in my score, there's a lot to work with in this movie. I don't know why I did that little shoulder thing, but that really kills it for me. The incest. When I'm like when I'm making this face,
it's right off the rip.
When I'm making this face watching a movie, like I gotta poop but it won't come out type of face, the movie ain't working.
But it's like from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
I was 8 or whatever, and you were 15. You're supposed to kiss family. Like,
I think what makes it the worst is the fact that they introduce or they talk to each other. What's up, cuz? And I'm like, like that is so gross. And then they're making out, and I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
no.
I was 8. You were 15. Or family. You were supposed to kiss family. I'm like, that's a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
Especially somebody that's 7 years older than you.
Yeah, and like that kissing scene when they're like kissing, like not even on the lip, like they hit the lips a few times, but they're just going at it, and they obviously do it. So, and then like if I'm Michael, like he obviously wasn't okay with it, but I would have been way more pissed. I'm like, dude, that is not okay.
There's no way.
He's like, he just goes, leave my daughter alone. Yeah, I'd be beating the shit out of this dude. Yeah, I'm like, dude, that's your fucking cousin. Like,
that's your nephew. Set him straight.
Yeah,
he's the one that's like taking over for everything. I don't get it.
Yeah, so the incest, very bad, definitely kills the movie for me. You'll see in my score, it's just hard to watch. And then anytime Mary's on the screen, I can't do it. I'm sorry. Sophia Coppola has done great things behind the camera.
Yes.
But in this movie...
It's not it.
It is not it. She has a lot of emotional scenes. And I am never convinced. I am never convinced that she is feeling whatever emotion she is supposed to be feeling. Her crying scenes are awful. Her line delivery is very, very flat.
Bad.
It's just it. I hate saying this, but it's one of the worst performances I've seen in a movie like with this much like clout behind it.
It's bad, and it's. I think it sucked for me even more. Like, well, I mean, I guess it would be the same because I saw the first two, and then never saw the third. I always heard mixed things, and then when we went and saw all three.
Yeah, it definitely didn't do favors that was the third one.
Like really,
back
rewatching the first two. It's always a great thing, and then the third hits you, especially in
9 hours into your day.
Yeah. So then maybe that's part of it, and then you watch it again, but there's just no getting past. I mean, even from I don't care. You watch all three back to back to back. There's just for me, there's no getting past her acting and the incest.
Yeah. And it's a shame because, like I said, there's a lot to work with, but she's in so many scenes.
Yes,
and it's just every time I see her, it just drops the score.
Outside of her, like I like the movie. Like I can get behind the movie. It's just those.
There's
two
a lot
things,
of her.
Yes, weigh it down so much. And if you took those out and replaced them with absolutely nothing, Michael could be talking to a ghost.
If you took incest out,
would be better.
If you took the incest out and casted her differently,
I think you could just leave her out and just like leave those scenes blank.
Yeah,
I think you could just make it so messy, and it was just.
It's crazy.
Slightly better than it is. It's just
because when we were watching this at the Palace, my first watch of this movie, when she was acting, I didn't even realize it was Sofia Coppola. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, this is God. I literally leaned over. I was like, dude, that's got to be like Pacino's daughter, like some sort of nepotism. There's no way that like she got the role.
Yeah,
like there's
after
no
the
like
first two,
there's no
like,
way she auditioned and was like, wow, she's got the chops. And then like I looked up and I was like,
makes sense.
It's the director's daughter.
Yeah, makes sense.
No good for me.
Oh, it's heartbreaking.
I mean, yeah, those are definitely the two biggest bad. I don't even know if I have anything else for the bad. It's just those two are so. Yeah, I mean, the incest alone. That kitchen scene makes me want to throw up. I'm sorry.
It's so hard to watch.
I'm sorry.
It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't know if I have anything else for the bad though.
I don't. Those are my only two things.
Vincent's voice.
That bothers you?
Yeah, there's moments where it's like normal, and there's moments where I feel like he tries to make it deep. Did you catch that in this? I caught a little bit in this watch too. I'd like look. I'm like, that's not Andy Garcia talking, is it? Like, I don't know. Maybe it was just me like really reading into it. God, anytime him and Mary were on screen, just didn't do it for me. Hey, I'm Mary. I'm his cousin. Is he in? What's up, cuz?
What's up, cuz?
And then the kitchen scene, and they're fucking rolling tortellini awfully. By the way. That's also in the bad. The way they're rolling that pasta, it just looked like it didn't look good. They're not doing it right. They're not focused. Focused on the wrong things. So yeah. Final thoughts and ratings. What do you want to leave off with the Godfather Part 3, and what do you give it out of 10?
I just heartbroken that the first two are so good, so phenomenal.
I got to read the books. I wonder if the books had the incest.
Like I would think.
Or
like,
the book. Is it one book or is it multiple books? Is it one book just broken into three, or is it?
I don't know, because
I know it's Mario Puzo.
I think it's The Godfather, and then I think there's like the Sicilian or something.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's part 1 and part 2.
Okay.
I don't know how the books work. But I do think there is 2 books that play off of each other. But I could be wrong. But I don't know. Like, I mean, there's no way Francis wrote that in, right?
I mean, it's written by him and Mario Puzo, who is the author of the book.
Which is, I mean...
Book apostrophe S?
It's like out of nowhere, though. Like, there's no hint of it in the first or second one, and then bam, hits you in the second. Or the third, sorry.
Yeah, and like you said, the low scores you see on Letterboxd or on any...
Are always the same
movie,
thing. It's incest
and Sofia Coppola.
Yeah.
And then any scores you don't see, that you see in the good, they don't even mention it.
No.
It's like they wear drunk goggles on it and don't
pass it.
like, or blind goggles or whatever, and just don't see it.
I mean, I don't know. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking that the first 2 could be such masterpieces, and then this one just, for me, fell.
Other thing that irked me with this movie was the guy he was doing the deal with in church. I liked all the stuff going on. I don't know. He kind of just gave me an ick.
Really?
The guy with the glasses that always smoked a cigarette.
The cardinal.
Maybe it's just the way he talked. I don't know.
I didn't mind him.
I mean, he met his demise. That, again, the hit scenes were all cool. You know, that we get at the end of every movie.
Really just those 2 bad things. Other than that, like, I'm
Like,
fine
even
with
the
the movie.
scene
I'm
at
fine
the
with
ending, when she gets shot, like, she's like, Dad? And I'm like, I'm glad you're dead, but wow, that was bad.
I mean,
If you get a bullet through the head, I don't think you're saying Dad that easily or that smoothly. She was like,
chest
or bullet. Did I say bullet through the hole? Bullet hole through the chest. Yeah. I don't think you're going.
I don't know how
Dad.
you react if you just got shot in the chest.
I mean, I feel like blood would start flowing to your throat, so I feel like it'd be a little more.
Yeah.
Like
More emotion.
Yeah.
Which
none
is lacking the entire movie.
When she starts crying, I'm like, it's like she just pulled a hair out of her like arm. Because just like one tear comes down, she's like, and I'm like, okay. It's like when a baby wants something, but so they fake cry.
Yeah, you know they're.
It was bad. I hate like adding on to the dogging of it, but it's just
bad.
It's bad. Score.
Can't get past it. I don't even know what I scored on Letterboxd. I think I gave it a 2.5, so 5 out of 10. And it's really me trying to get past those two things, because like I said, the story of it's fine, cinematography of it's fine, all the other castings I'm fine with. Like, legit, just those two things weighed it down that much for me.
Yeah, I'm going 4 out of 10.
Okay, so not far behind.
It really killed it for me. Like I said, just there's so much of her and so much of that it just, if it was more subtle or less prominent, I could sneak this movie into the 5 or the 6s. But it's just it's bad for me. It's one that, like, I rewatched obviously this go around for this review. After watching The Palace, I was like, I'm only gonna pretend 1 and 2 exist. So like,
yeah.
Because I did this trilogy review, might be the only reason I watched this movie twice, and I don't know if I'll ever have a third watch of it.
I could easily rewatch 1 and 2
tomorrow.
Yes.
3
without like
3, I might have to wait till like 2027, 8 maybe. We'll see. Unless they ask for us to redo the reviews.
And I even mentioned one of the days that we were doing this, that if we go back to the Palace and the whole festival's going on, that I'll only stay for 1 and 2.
Yeah,
I have
1 Stromboli, 2 Stromboli out.
Yeah.
Brownie.
Yeah. I think I said cookie in the one review. Yeah. And it was
cannoli. I had cannoli the one day. I didn't have it when we went for the Godfather, but the cannoli I had was really good too.
I love cannolis there. But I said big cookie, and I was thinking big brownie, because those brownies are massive.
Well,
they gave us some for free.
It was the last day of the festival, and they were like, "Hey, we're doing 2 for the price of 1 because it's the last day." And I was like, "Ayo."
Yeah.
And the brownies, were like, that was 1. So we were like, we got like a sheet of brownies for $4.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. Made up for.
Dude, I love the Italian American system. I can't wait for July.
I know.
Even if they don't do the Godfather again, I love that festival. There's just something about walking around downtown with the fair smell and all the Italian food.
Do they do the Godfathers every time? Which it would make sense.
This was the first time they did it.
Okay, but is it because of the anniversary? Because last year would have been.
Last year was 50th for the second. Yeah, maybe. So we got to wait till 20.
There was quite a bit of people there, so I'm hoping that
maybe they will. Thing.
Because it would make sense
if they made good money off it. Why not?
Yeah.
So
that would be cool if they did.
Yeah, and like you said, I'm definitely doing 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 Stromboli, 2.
We'll just pay for the whole trilogy because I still think it's cheaper than buying 2 separate movie tickets for 1 and 2.
Yeah,
because there was a per movie cost and then a trilogy.
I would pay extra separately for 1 and 2 than to even throw money at the third.
But I think buying the trilogy is cheaper than buying the 1 and 2
that's
separate.
What I'm saying. I would pay more.
Oh, that's fair.
Just to exclude.
Just say I didn't give money to 3. Yes. Oh man, yeah, 3 not for us. Let us know what you thought of 3 though, because I know there's a lot of mixed reviews. So like, if you like 3, please let us know. But
I don't know.
Not for me.
I don't know that I know anybody who likes 3.
I think Keaton has it at a 3.5 on Letterboxd, which is a 7 out of 10. So I'll have to talk to him about it. I didn't know he was as big of a Godfather fan until we started doing this review, and I saw
Sorry, Keaton. Yeah. You deserve my spot.
You did great. Keaton, we'll get you on here, man. You're great. You're awesome. Your impressions are amazing.
Top tier.
So keep at it. Steel City Con, we're going to talk about that too. That'll do it for The Godfather Part 3. Brennan, thank you for tackling this trilogy with me. thank you all for watching the trilogy reviews with us. Hopefully you go rewatch the Godfather movies too. I mean, especially those first two movies, always worth a watch. Let us know what you think of all three of them. Let us know what you think of the third one, especially. If you like it, let us know what you like about it. If you can get past Mary and the incest, please let me know. But if you like what you're watching, check out some of those other videos. Hit the subscribe button or follow the social links down below. Go check out the rest of the Godfather trilogy reviews if you haven't already. And yeah, we'll talk to y'all soon.